Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is I, your favorite alchemist, Alkemygoddess. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. You are greatly appreciated. First and foremost, if you have not done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And when you subscribe, make sure you ring the bell so that you are notified whenever I do post new content. Happy Tuesday, happy day of Mars. The energy and atmosphere is all about getting it done, y'all. Get it done, get up. Get out, get something, okay? That's the energy with Mars. Mars rules both Aries and still, Scorpio. Although Scorpio is also ruled by Pluto. But anyway, hope everyone is having an amazing week thus far. Sometimes I know, things can be very difficult and we just deal with it the best that we can, but that is life. That is what life is. It's literally a series of events, and some of those events are unfortunate. I know there's a movie, series of unfortunate events, but it's true. So anyway, I forgot I had lipstick on, y'all. Haha. So anyway, I wanted to pre-shuffle. I lit a candle. I wanted to pre-shuffle today to kind of get an idea of where the energy is going for the collective. And the Page of Pentacles, the Star card, the Eight of Cups, and the Two of Wands came out. And at the bottom of the deck is the Tower energy showing up in reverse. So, just leading the energy of the reading today, I just want to kind of leave this here for now because I feel like the collectively, everyone is kind of in this place, or the collective is in this place of an unavoidable shift, and it requires someone to walk away, or for you to walk away from something, and not because of defeat, but because you've outgrown it. The Star card is the energy of healing, of alignment, and the Two of Wands is making decisions. Seeing your life, taking a look at it, and asking yourself, what do I want my life to look at, and making decisions for that to happen. The Page of Pentacles is planting the seed. So, the energy for the collective is definitely what I'm picking up, the vibe that I'm getting today. Before I go any further, do not forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram, TikTok. I'm supposed to be counting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get some zodiacs. We are going to get zodiacs. I just wanted to pull the energy to start. That's how we're going to lead our reading off. I know I pulled it off screen. I know you guys like when I pull on screen, but it's okay. Like I shuffled them and I let them fall. I actually let them fall out the deck. I didn't even pull them or anything. So first zodiac sign we have today is Sagittarius. And then the next zodiac we have is Taurus. And then we have Virgo. Virgo season. Happy birthday, Virgo. And at the bottom, Capricorn. All this earth energy. I mean, it makes sense. The first card we had that came out was the Page of Pentacles, which is earth energy, and it is about planting seeds. It's about coming up with great ideas, laying new foundations. It's like earth magic, like using the energy of the environment and nature and whatever's around you to create the reality that you want. So leading off the reading, like I said, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the Star card, and the Eight of Wands. Y'all, I'm sorry, my mind is something else. I got up and I cleaned first because it needed it badly. So I cleaned the house, and so I'm like a little discombobulated. Let's get some angel numbers. I mean, I'm not discombobulated, but trying to get my mind on tarot. We have 77 and 111 and 9. Interesting energies. 77, I am brave. It is time to move on from the old patterns, habits, and fears. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambitions. Now is the time to be bold and brave. I am brave. 111, I am creative. Angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. Number 9, I am compassionate. It's your compassion that makes you shine. You are devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. Okay. And number 1, I'm innovative. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. I'm innovative, number 1. I promise y'all I can read. I need glasses. Let's get some messages from Spirit. Messages from Spirit today. Oh, dang, it fell inside the bin. All right, so let's see. First energy message. Your spiritual path is being illuminated. You have been pouring yourself into everything and everyone else. What about you? Trust your intuition in this situation. What you are sensing is spot on, and everything happens for a reason, and you will soon understand why. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to start with... I'm going to keep going. You know what? I'm going to go from where I left off at because I'm not going to shuffle the cards anymore. We're just going to go right into it. You know, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. I have the Judgment card. So this is an awakening. This is a really big awakening for someone. The Judgment is like this energy of someone who's been in this deep sleep, living a maybe basic, simple, ordained life, you know, just kind of playing by the rules, doing what they were told to do, but kind of like, you know, in sleep mode, like not really alive, like kind of like just existing, like a zombie almost, like a corpse. That's what most of the imagery you'll see on the Judgment card is going to be, these spirits rising from these caskets, because they're just like waking the dead, like, you know, spirits, you know, getting your attention, something trying to wake you up. It's like a calling. It's like, yeah, so the energy is definitely someone is having an awakening. Eight of Pentacles energy is coming up in reverse. I see distractions. Maybe you've been distracted as of lately with whatever is taking place. This is the heading of the, let's keep this the head of the reading, right? I'm going to go into the Judgment card. Sorry. Real life, you know, real time. All right. So we have the Judgment card, the Eight of Pentacles reverse. The Hierophant energy reverse. The High Priestess is coming out reverse. Look at that. And the Ace of Wands. This is a big deal. Five of Wands reverse. This is a really big energy. First of all, we have some serious healing. Like I said, we have an awakening that's taking place. But then we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess energy in reverse. You know, this is the energy of wisdom. This is the energy of, like the goddess. The High Priestess is like the divine feminine energy. The energy of the feminine that has fully embodied their femininity, their softness, their creativity. They become one with who they are. They understand, like, basically, when you have reached the status of High Priestess, your intuition has become your truth. And what that means is, no matter what someone tells you, what you feel in your gut will always be your truth. That is your fact. You know, so with it showing up in reverse, with the Hierophant energy showing up in reverse, it's definitely giving me a vibe of like someone who is not, I don't want to just say that they're not in tune, because I think it's deeper than that. I feel like with the High Priestess being reversed, it's someone who is not aware of, I don't know how to say that. I want to say not aware of themselves. I'm sorry, y'all, got a little pause going on here. Let me just focus my energy real quick. Okay. So I'm getting this feeling that this is the energy of someone who has, it's like easily persuaded, right? You don't listen to yourself. You don't listen to your intuition. No matter what you feel in your gut, you believe that it's not facts. You go based on, you listen to what other people have to tell you. You're not trusting of yourself. And the energy with the Ace of Wands is new beginnings, new possibilities. It's new paths. It's paving. It's like a new passion. Something is coming over someone. Someone is waking up. But the Eight of Pentacles is a card of not being qualified, not being ambitious. It's like someone who knows that they're not prepared, or they're not ready for the next chapter of their life, but they have no choice. And I know, generally speaking, you would see like the Fool here on the table, you know, if the energy was, you know, something of taking a risk or taking a leap of faith. But just because we don't see the Fool, it doesn't mean that the Fool's energy isn't present here. You know what I'm saying? This is giving me the feeling of someone who is stepping into a new phase of their life, and there is destruction, there is possibly drama with this new passion, this new path they're going to take. With the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, it's new feelings developing, new relationships, freedom, adventure. This is someone who feels like someone who is finally coming out of this deep depression, coming out of this deep anxiety, this worrisome energy, you know, this, like, they've been misguided, they've been misled, you know, they don't know their own power. You know, this is someone who is going against tradition, going against the odds, going against everything, you know, that's held them down, kept them down, held them back. And with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, I know I'm not qualified, and I haven't been qualified for a long time. I haven't been able to succeed at this. I haven't been able to do this. You know, the Six of Cups reversed is an inner child energy, a wounded inner child. So this can go deep. You know, with the Hangman, it's just like, you know, you feel stuck. But this is something of your own making, and you know it. So you're in the midst of waking up. You're in the midst of shifting. It's a deep healing, and you've evolved something. But what have you evolved? I'm not sure. What have you evolved past? Three of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. I can't stress the fucking... Listen, y'all, the Pentacles. I mean, not the Pentacles, the Aces. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Right there at the bottom of the deck, right behind the Three of Swords. There is a loss here. There is a pain. There's a heartbreak. There's an energy of absence. So you may be, you know, losing someone, or someone could be losing you. I'm just saying, it's giving... You were not going to be able to move forward. Something was making life more challenging for you. And now with, you know, the way that things have played out, it seems like the Eight of Wands is pushing you. The energy is you're being pushed out, uncomfortably pushed out. And you're not maybe happy about it. Maybe you feel off balance. Maybe you haven't made your peace with it just yet. But with the Queen of Pentacles reverse, I can honestly tell you this is the energy of someone who has forgotten about themselves. You've forgotten to take care of yourself. You have forgotten to show up for yourself, nurture yourself, give yourself compassion. You have forgotten how to do that. So now there's this energy of something coming in that's shifting, that's pushing you. It's like it's literally pushing you out of something. Let's get the yin and yang energy and clarify and see what is it, or what is this about. You know what? Let's get, what is this about? What is it, this energy? What is the collective being pushed away from? What is the collective evolved past? What was it in their life that they needed to evolve past? Avoidance and stalemate. This is clearly something someone has avoided for a long time. And honestly, it's probably because it looks like it may cause a huge fallout. It may cause a huge disruption. It just might. Shadow work. I mean, shadow side moon, the dark night. See what I mean? It's the energy of someone who is realizing that this is going to be, or not realizing, but whoever this is for, this is going to be a very painful transformation for you, because it has to do with your ego. Look at that. Someone is evolving past ego, vanity, pride, fate, detours, divine intervention, rejection, loss, fragmented, party, external, rebirth, winter, epiphany, breakthrough, truths, expressions. Epiphany, breakthrough is the last energy of the sixth. Epiphany, rebirth. You're being rebirthed. And you're evolving. Your ego is evolving. This is strong childhood energy. Like, seriously, whoever this is, this may not be a person you're walking away from. This may not have to do with any kind of connection you have with anybody. This may be the connection or the relationship you have with your inner child. This could be someone whose ego has not evolved since childhood. This could be someone who is a narcissist, someone who has dealt with a narcissist, someone who has strong narcissistic tendencies, but not necessarily a full-blown narcissist. Maybe you were raised by a narcissist. I'm just putting it out here because it's an ego energy. It's like, and we all know when the ego doesn't evolve, usually we end up with someone who is on the border of narcissist. You know, it's a card of rejection. It's like someone who has been rejected since a child. Maybe this is for you. Maybe this is for someone that you know. But let's see. What is the collective evolving past, spirit? We have fulfillment, wish. Oh, okay. What is the collective autumn energy, harvest energy? Action, courage, Jupiter, beginnings. Masculine energy. See, one more spirit. Rebirth. Okay. Chemistry, passion. Chemistry, passion. connection, past lack, suffering, harmony, disharmony, triggers and conflict, release, surrender, purge, attraction, Mars and hot, assistant, spirit guides. Whatever passion, you know, this is funny. It's funny because the Ace of Wands tells me that someone is moving into a new path, or, you know, accepting new challenges, picking a new passion, or, you know, choosing a new passion in their life, moving in a new direction, something that is fueling them, something that excites them. There's a new relationship developing here. New emotions are also developing with the Ace of Cups. But then there's chemistry, there's past energy of suffering, there's this harmony, triggers, releasing, attraction, assistance, spirit guides. It sounds like what someone has evolved past. Could put it this way, on a deeper level, it is their inner child evolving, yes. But what is happening, that's what's happening in the 5D. What's happening in 3D in reality is you are evolving past what excites you. This must be somebody who is like going from like their 20s to their 30s, or their 30s to their 40s, or their 40s to their 50s. It's something about like someone who's having like this huge milestone, or collectively having like this huge milestone in your life. Like you're leaving behind your 20s or your 30s or your 40s or something, like you're leaving something behind. And I feel like you're evolving, but it feels like whatever it has to do with is your passion, it's your fire, it's your flame, it's what you desire. It's like your desires are evolving because it's what fulfills you, what, you know, what makes you feel abundant, separation, longing, and not just having to do with love and relationships, although it does. It also has to do with, you know, health. It has to do with, you know, your success, your financial security, your career. Ace of Air, party, external, reunion, soul ties, lack and doubts, cycles, change and completion. So there's definitely a cycle that you've been going through. This cycle could have involved a tie or a soul tie to someone specifically, someone that you have been out of alignment with, or someone you've been in separation with for a while. It's a huge factor, or it has played a huge factor in your life, this connection with this person. I'm getting strong Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. It's giving masculine energy as well. But there's never been really enough there. And whatever this cycle is that you're closing, you're shutting it down, you're making a change. It's like, what I feel like you grew. I feel like you've grown beautifully. You know, transformation on 1,000, like, you know, the caterpillar to the butterfly. You have blossomed, you have bloomed, and I feel like you're starting to realize that this connection was never enough from you from the beginning. So, you know, your desires and what you require, what you want, who you want to be with, the type of man or the type of woman that you want to be with, or the type of person you want to be with, whatever, you know, it's just, it's changed. Your desires have changed. You created soul ties with someone, you know, and these soul ties, I feel like they haven't produced enough abundance or enough, you know, energy in your life to kind of feel, you know, successful, or feel secure, feel stable, you know, and you've instilled you've been very courageous, you know, in dealing with these energies and healing. You know, we had the shadow energy at the bottom of the deck. We have the star card on the table. Let me get some more energy. I'm gonna get some tarot, because I feel like tarot is gonna tell the story better than Oracle would right now, because it's like a lot of my Oracle cards are about relationships and stuff. So let's get some tarot on the table. So I have the King of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Spirit, clarify these energies on the table for the collective. It's definitely dealing with men, or a man or a masculine energy who is not offering stability, security, commitment, who maybe never offered it. 3 of Pentacles showing up reverse. King of Cups reverse, 9 of Wands, Chariot reverse, 10 of Swords reverse, 7 of Cups, and the Page of Cups coming in reverse as well. Wounded inner child. A lot of times, you know, you've accepted less than you deserve, and you know that it was a repeated cycle for you. And I think that this person who you're walking away from, this situation, is the last for you. I feel like it's the hardest, but it's the last. It really is. It's giving me this feeling of like wounded warrior, like 9 of Wands, like you're very resilient, you know. You've been masking and hiding and, you know, kind of just accepting things for what they were for so long. And it's made you, you know, emotionally unstable and, you know, possibly looked at as psycho, crazy, because people really fully don't understand, and they don't know what you've had to pull through, what you've had to survive. They have no idea. you know, and this cycle is, it's like, it's gotten to the point where you have no choice but to walk away, but to address your inner child, because it's wounded, and it's like almost like it's crying out to you. Spirit, clarify what is happening as they evolve and walk away. We have the Nine of Wands coming in reverse. We have the Four of Swords. You're going to take a break, retreat, recharge, get yourself together. Take some time to yourself. No more fighting, no more chaos. Five of Wands, reverse. Yep, no more drama. Knight of Swords, determination. Definitely looking pretty determined. Queen of Wands energy, beautiful, enchanting, magnetic. That's a healed energy. With the Queen of Wands showing up upright, the Seven of Pentacles is showing up in reverse. The Four of Cups is showing up in reverse. And the Lovers card is showing up in reverse. Ultimately, what this has to do with is a choice. Yes, you are choosing yourself over choosing someone else, and this is helping you raise your vibration. This is helping you heal. This is helping you become more self-aware, absolutely. But there is a soul connection with someone. It could have been a soul tie, it could have been a karmic, you know. Well, I know it's a soul tie because it says soul ties here. It could have been a twin flame connection, could have been a karmic connection. Take it as it resonates for you. But I can tell you that whatever happened with this situation, it wasn't working. Your efforts never changed anything. And as you sit back and you kind of observe, what you put in, as opposed to, you know, how many chances you gave this person. You now know that you realize the decision you're making right now is the right one. And to confirm, the Lovers is upright, so it is the right decision. You absolutely are making the right choice. You know, so let's get some more clarity. We have the Two of Cups showing up in reverse here. You're leaving someone behind. Definitely. Four of Wands reverse. Wow. That's crazy. And you have the Ace of Swords. Yep. Two of Cups energy reverse. Four of Wands energy reverse. This is a breakup. This is some kind of foundation that you built, and the foundation has been rocky from the beginning. Like I said, it's never really served you. It's never really been enough anyway. This connection's never really been a connection that was, you know, beneficial. But with the Two of Cups reverse and Four of Wands reverse, that confirms, you know, this is over. They have the Ace of Swords. There's a breakthrough. You're seeing the truth, seeing clear, and nothing can change that now. And then we have the Page of Wands showing up reverse. Your passion, your attraction is gone. Their charm isn't charming. They're not, whatever they used to do, it doesn't work. Three of Pentacles reverse. 10 of Pentacles is showing up reverse. Six of Wands is showing up reverse. No more effort. The Fool is showing up reverse. Dang. And the Eight of Wands is showing up too. There's definitely some action. Something's come over you. I think what's come over you more than anything, as I read these cards, no support, no applause, no recognition. They act like you don't, you know, like you don't matter. You took a risk and it didn't work. So this is what's fueling you. This is this energy, like something's come over you and it's telling you to part ways. Three of Cups reverse. To leave. Maybe this person's cheated. Maybe they've kept you in a third-party situation. I don't know, whatever the case may be. You know, Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the Tower, the Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Your perspective has changed. Your perception shifted. Some kind of divine intervention. Something caused this. Someone did something that caused this. They were reckless, rebellious, or just did some BS, and that's what triggered all of this. It caused you to feel more insecure, more unsure of yourself, and then you started to realize that this was your moment. It was time to take your power back. Yeah. And your perception shifted after that point. Interesting. That's always that energy is always interesting to me, you know, like. Anyway, let's get some what's the deal, Oracle. I already kind of like pre-shuffled. I have Seeking Revenge. Worth Celebrating. Interesting. Fading Away. Exposed. See, so you found out something about someone. You surely did. We have Inner Demons. Seeking Options. This person was cheating on you. Exposed. That's what came out. They were dealing with others, or, you know, whoever they truly are got exposed. Time out. On edge. And this pushed you. You took a moment to yourself, you thought about it, and it pushed you. This is the toughest type of love you ever needed. Maybe you went looking for it. Maybe you did it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you went looking for this information so that you could find what you needed to find, so you could feel how you needed to feel. Read in between the lines. Because now you feel it, and now you can't unfeel it. Available. Honeymoon feels. In too deep. Stable and grounded, wounded inner child. Seeking revenge. See, that gives me red flag energy. Reading between the lines, available, honeymoon feels, in too deep, stable and grounded, wounded inner child. It's like this person realized what they needed to do to get you. Like, they did exactly what they had to do to get you. And I feel like the more that you open your eyes, you have this moment of clarity, this awakening, you start seeing the truth. You know, you're looking for information, you're finding what you're looking for. You know, this is the toughest love, the toughest type of love that you ever needed. It does, like, it had you on edge, but you should have been reading between the lines all along. You know, this person was very easily available to you. They gave you feelings of, like, being in love, and like this was gonna last forever. You got in really, really deep, kind of secured yourself, or they secured you within a connection, but ultimately what pulled you in was your wounded inner child. That's what got you here, and that's why your wounded inner child is what needs your help the most. Spying eyes. This person stalked you. Madly in love. I mean, they stalked you. They studied you, and they stalked you. We have stranger danger, I told you, and twin flame energy. Spirit, what is this twin flame energy? Hopeless romantic. The masculine. Yep. This person, you and this person had a balanced union. You had a bigger purpose, and they messed up. They ran from this connection, ignoring the signs. They ran from it. Rebirth. You and this person came to each other's lives to rebirth each other. Distance. To rebirth each other into higher self. Toxic connection. But this person, they didn't get it. Changing ways, butterfly feelings, fear and insecurities, dead offer, not into you, seeking revenge. This person never got it. They didn't understand the assignment. They failed it. They fumbled it. They turned the connection into something toxic. They created a distance. This is definitely a twin flame connection that will not become a union. Or a connection. For some of you it is. Not all of you. Let me be clear about that. For some of you, but not all of you. I have a blue car, red lipstick. I ain't got no red lipstick today. I have a muscles, a mustache, locks, a dancer, short hair, chipped tooth, stomach tattoo, business owner. Green eyes. We had blue eyes already. Now we got green eyes. Let's get a few more. Thin build. Drives a Chevy. And yoga. Maybe they do yoga. We have small waist, or somebody does yoga. Small waist, brush cut, GQ. Hazel eyes, back tattoo, big teddy bear, and pothead. We always get pothead, don't we? I feel like we always get pothead whenever I do these readings. All right, we're going to do some this and that to kind of wrap this up and see just what comes out. A little this and a little that. A little this and a little that. One egg and one nog. All right, so we have intuition, listen to your gut. True love, this is meant to be. Lust, want you bad. Begging, yeah, this person's gonna come to you saying that this is true love, this is meant to be, or this person will try to convince you of that. It's lust. They're gonna beg, will do anything for another chance. Capricorn energy, double up on that earth energy, y'all. Especially that Capricorn. We have the crown chakra, but see, you're having an awakening, so you know better. Sorrow, been sad ever since you left, and Cancer. And a root chakra. See, look at that. It's like all these cards I have in this deck, and it's the crown and the root. Maybe this person had you off balance. Maybe you felt, you know, like you were not connected. Not connecting. We have Gemini energy. One more, Spirit. And recovering, healing from trauma. Biggest fan, always has an eye on you. This person watches you. They've been watching you. They was watching you from the jump. I feel like they studied you. They knew how to get you to fall for them. That's the vibe I'm getting, y'all. But I hope this reading helps you today. I hope this gave you some kind of guidance while you're going through this shift, evolving. You know, no longer wanting to repeat patterns and do the same thing. I hope that this situation that I address resonates with you. And even if it doesn't, I hope the message behind the reading still resonates with you. Needless to say, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I post new content. Follow me on all my other socials. All the information will be down below. If you want to book a private reading, that information will be down below as well. You can message me on one of my socials, or you can send me an email. That's it. You guys have an amazing Tuesday, and I will see you mañana. I love you. Peace.